Hello everyone. Welcome to Daily English Practice. Learn English through short stories. Once upon a time, in a quiet forest, there was a cozy little cottage. In that cottage lived 3 bears, a big papa bear, a medium-sized mama bear, and a tiny baby bear. They were a happy family and lived peacefully in their home. One morning, Mama Bear made a pot of delicious porridge for breakfast. She carefully poured it into 3 bowls, a big bowl for Papa Bear, a medium bowl for Mama Bear, and a small bowl for Baby Bear. The porridge was too hot to eat, so Papa Bear suggested, "Let's take a walk in the forest while it cools down." Mama Bear and Baby Bear agreed, and the 3 of them left their cozy home, strolling along the forest path. Not far from the bear's cottage, a little girl named Goldilocks was also walking in the woods. She was a curious and adventurous child, with golden curls that shone brightly in the sunlight. She often wandered away from home, exploring new places without thinking about the consequences. That morning, as she walked deeper into the forest, she noticed the charming little cottage standing among the trees. The door was slightly open, and curiosity got the better of her. "I wonder who lives here," she thought. "Maybe they won't mind if I take a quick look inside." Goldilocks gently pushed the door open and stepped in. The moment she entered, she smelled something delicious. "What is that wonderful smell?" she wondered. She walked toward the wooden table and saw 3 bowls of porridge sitting there. Her stomach rumbled. "I'm so hungry," she said. "Maybe I'll just take a little taste." She first took a spoonful from the big bowl. "Ouch!" she cried. "This porridge is too hot." She quickly put the spoon down. Next, she tried the porridge from the medium bowl. She took a small bite but frowned. "This porridge is too cold." Finally, she tasted the porridge in the small bowl. She smiled as she swallowed it. "This one is just right," she said happily and ate every last bit. After finishing the porridge, Goldilocks looked around and saw 3 chairs. She decided to sit down and rest. First, she tried the big chair. She climbed into it, but it was too hard and uncomfortable. "This chair is too big and stiff," she said. Next, she sat in a medium-sized chair, but it was too soft. "Oh no, this chair is too squishy." Then she noticed the smallest chair. She sat in it and smiled. "Ah, this chair is just right," she said. But as she wiggled around, the chair creaked and crack. The chair broke into pieces, and Goldilocks tumbled to the floor. "Oh dear," she gasped, rubbing her arm. She stood up and looked around. "Maybe I should rest for a while." She climbed up the wooden stairs and found a bedroom with 3 beds. First, she lay down on the big bed. But it was too hard. "This bed is too firm," she said. Then she tried the medium-sized bed, but it was too soft. She sank into the mattress and frowned. "This bed is too fluffy." Finally, she climbed into the smallest bed. It was warm and comfortable. "Ah, this bed is just right," she murmured, pulling the blanket over her. Within minutes, she was fast asleep. Meanwhile, the 3 bears finished their walk and returned home. The moment they stepped inside, Papa Bear sniffed the air. "Someone's been eating my porridge," he growled. Mama Bear walked over to the table and looked at her bowl. "Someone's been eating my porridge too," she said. Baby Bear looked at his empty bowl and gasped, "Someone's been eating my porridge," and they ate it all. The bears looked at each other in surprise. Who could have entered their home? Papa Bear stepped toward the living room and saw his chair slightly moved. "Someone's been sitting in my chair," he rumbled. Mama Bear examined her chair and said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair too." Baby Bear looked at his broken chair and let out a sad cry. "Someone's been sitting in my chair, and they broke it." The bears became more concerned. "Let's check upstairs," suggested Papa Bear. The three of them climbed the stairs quietly. Papa Bear saw his blanket slightly wrinkled. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he said. Mama Bear noticed her pillow moved. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too," she exclaimed. Baby Bear walked to his bed and saw a little girl sleeping peacefully under the covers. He gasped, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still here." Hearing the loud voices, Goldilocks woke up. She opened her eyes and saw three bears staring at her. Her heart pounded in fear. "Who are you?" Papa Bear asked in a deep voice. Goldilocks jumped out of bed and ran as fast as she could down the stairs. The bears followed her, but they didn't want to hurt her, they were just confused. Goldilocks dashed through the living room, past the broken chair, and out the front door. She didn't stop running until she was far, far away from the cottage. She finally slowed down and caught her breath. "I should never go into someone's house without asking," she thought. "That was very wrong of me." From that day on, Goldilocks learned to respect others' homes and belongings. She never entered a stranger's house without permission again. And as for the three bears, they fixed Baby Bear's chair, made another bowl of porridge, and lived happily ever after. Subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories.